Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Celica. This is a 1977 Celica GT Liftback. A lot of people call it a fastback. That's not an incorrect term either, because this thing does carry a lot of similar traits to a fastback. It's got the slope roof. I mean, it's technically is a fastback. Toyota just calls it a liftback because, of course, it's a whole hatch. So, of course, no lie there. This car, like I said, this was a fairly well-equipped car. You know, it was factory 5-speed, factory AM/FM 8-track, factory air, factory rear defrost. This thing is showing 93,668 on the clock, which I believe is going to be correct. Forgive me here. This car, and I told you guys in the initial video that I would give you some of the backstory on it. So, this car came out of Cedartown, Georgia. Was sitting on a friend of mine's property he'd bought the land from another fella, 115 acres, and the guy's son, this belonged to him. And truth be told, this boy was a spoiled daddy's boy. Daddy, he to this day takes care of him, and the man is now in his 60s. This car, from this tag I found, was last dated 94. Depending on when his birthday fell, which is how they renew tags in Georgia. For those of you who aren't in Georgia and tuning in, you may not know how our system works. Here, they renew your tag by your birthday. So this could have possibly been parked as early as mid or late 93. The story is that this car supposedly ran flawless when it was parked. And the starter had gone bad on it. Well, rather than just, roll starting it and saving and trying to get a job and save his own money, guy went to Daddy, and Daddy turned around and told him, "No, I'm not buying you a starter for that car. Figure it out your damn self." And like a spoiled little you-know-what, he turned around and just rolled off in the woods and forgot about it. Key swinging in the switch. So that was the story of what laid this car up. At least the story that I was told. I got this car, like I said, so my friend told me about it. I went and looked at it, and I wasn't sure how the unibody structure was going to be. I wasn't sure if this was going to be a viable restoration candidate, or if this was going to be just a parts car or a scrap or just a few extra bucks in scrap. So I offered him $200 for it. He forwarded it along to the guy. Guy said he'd take $200 for it. So that's what I paid for it. I went and picked it up, brought it home last weekend, and now the fun begins. When we loaded up on the trailer, unfortunately I didn't think to get any pictures of that, but we'll be going over that more later. The unibody is solid in this car. This has rust in the pans. You can see that the doors are just eat all the way out. This one rocker panel is eat out. I had a line on some doors. I'm just waiting on the young man to get back in town so I can go look at them. This door, actually, I've got to do some latch work because it won't even open. Yeah, you see the whole top edge of this door is eaten out, which is why the window's down, because I had to steer this to get it up on the trailer, so of course this was just the easiest way to do it. Some trim damage. This is really the only trim that's really damaged on the car are these louvers. I haven't decided how I'm going to go about this. If I'm going to try to straight up find a pair of these louvers, or if I'm going to turn around and have a friend of mine that does some industrial 3D printing print me up a set. That's kind of an open thing. Hope you guys follow along for that. So this car is definitely, we're going to be getting into some metal work on it. We're going to be pulling this back glass out because, as you can see, the seals are done. They're done. same gentleman that's got the doors also believes he has a set of these RA29 tail lights too. Gonna have to find that. This has been an absolute nightmare to find. I can find the Liftback badge. This has been difficult, but it can be found. Same way with the fuel door. Fuel door is available. Rocker panels are available. Here's the passenger door. It is not quite as bad. I could probably turn around. Well, it's about as bad, maybe. But, you know, if we have to turn around and metalwork these doors and make skins or whatever, we will. Because the cool thing about these is if you look at them, there's not a lot of intimate lines in these doors. Really about the only place you have any real intricacy is right in here. That might be a little difficult to form, but I don't see how it would be. These, like I said, rocker panels are available aftermarket. These lower corners of the fenders, lower corners of the rear quarters, they're available aftermarket. So, and floor pans are available aftermarket. So this is one of those that, you know, there's enough available for me to turn around and make a nice car out of this. The hood, there are fiberglass and carbon fiber reproduction hoods for this car. I am not crazy about this. I really want to keep this an all steel car. And you can see around the vents, holes, holes, holes. Whole front of the hood's eat out right there. So, I mean, that's going to be something else too. Again, this is and now this one does have some intricacies. You have these vents here, which is going to be a little bit, which if I have to reproduce this skin, it's going to be an intricacy for even me. Because I've never reproduced anything like this myself before. But, you know, you take notes, you learn together. It does have a small raise right here down the center of the hood. You have that kind of a power bulge there. Under the hood, we have the venerable 20R. This is a 2.2 liter inline 4. Everything's here, everything's complete. Air cleaner lid's somewhere in the car. So we're not really missing any parts on this. This is something that I think we can probably get running in pretty short order. And at least be able to start kind of enjoying it a little bit. But like I said, just one thing at a time. So again, hope you guys will follow along as we get into this and start trying to make something nice out of it. All right, appreciate it.